Hey, what's up, guys? Hold still. I'm going to go ahead and be adding on to our 1 year anniversary with a little double. I'm not a professional critic. These are all just my opinions. More I do it just so you guys can go ahead and see the gameplay if you haven't got it yet. I like to just spread word on good games. I did it with Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. I got this game the day after it came out. Been playing it a little bit. I haven't really got to delve. We'll go over some of the basics. So I have played a bit of it. I'm not starting from the actual beginning. There is some nice cutscenes. Let's see if we can get a good audience in here. I know a lot of people are probably going to be checking it out, but forgive me if I kind of suck. I'm going to kind of be trying to go over, like I said, just some of the gameplay, how to do stuff during. There's some stuff that I don't even know yet, so please forgive me. Not a professional by any means, haven't been playing for that long, so I just really wanted to jump on and just show you guys what's going on. As you guys know, I like to keep up with a lot of the most recent stuff that comes out, so we'll go ahead and jump into it here off of my saved game. So I'm a level 5 currently, not too much. A lot of it is actually reminds me of Destiny. Besides, you know, obviously the storyline, you're basically part of kind of like a resistance. So, I mean, but it has a lot of like the Destiny feel to it as far as like multiplayer and whatnot. You can also, you know, jump into multiplayer games, do some matchmaking. I'll try to explain what's going on as we proceed in the game as well. Alright, so as you can see, your character, I get to kind of create him in the beginning, so kind of made him just a bald dude, bald white guy with some cool little shades. I'm just going to go over some of the menus with you. So if you hit this main menu, you can go into group management. That'll allow you to invite friends or whatnot, or see which friends are online. You have abilities, which I currently have 2 right now. I wasn't able to get my last one until level 5, so and then inventory, that's going to have all of your weapons and whatnot. So as you can see here, it shows 1, 2, and 3. Those are my guns that I have equipped on me now. If you go into the actual gun itself, it'll show you damage, RPM, rounds per minute, and magazine, how much it holds. And then you can also mod them out. You get these mods within the game. So right now I have an ACOG scope. If you click on that, it'll show you your different scopes that you have. It also shows you the percentage of accuracy. And then I have a hand stop. It also has some laser pointers that I could put on it. I'm going to go ahead and keep the hand stop on it for now. Laser pointer I have on one of my other guns, and it doesn't really do me too much good. Maybe in the nighttime, because the system works off of becoming nighttime and daytime. So, and then you have your armor, you have gloves, a mask, knee pads, and then you have a gun holster. So let's go ahead and just kick off some of the action. What you do here, you can bring up another screen, and that shows you what's basically going on at the moment and all the missions that you can pursue. So let's go ahead. So basically
repeat, phase 1, success. Flow steady, tank health solid. Roger that, good to hear.
I'll go ahead and let these guys talk.
263 confirmed infected, 47 possible, currently asymptomatic. Copy, 263 infected, 47 possible. We got enough to cover the whole deal? Gotcha. Of course, we're going to take out the whole train yard in the process.
You can basically kind of you can click over something to mark it. It'll give you a little map or a little route actually. So when you go back to the actual game, as to where you need to go. So let's go ahead and go grab those weapon parts. Let's see if we run into any action along the way. Normally you'll run into some bad guys. As you can see right now I have equipped, I have 3 grenades, 2 health packs, and then I have my abilities. Let me go ahead and just do it real quick here. Let me see if I can do it without any guys present. So that's the gun shooting. So with my ability, what I do is I shoot. It's basically a little detonation device. Once that's planted on there, let me just back up. You hit R1 again and it'll explode. So that comes in handy whenever you run into bad guys. Okay, now so for a little con that I do have about the game is all the stuff that's around you, i.e. vehicles and whatnot. You know, it's kind of limited as to how much you can actually interact with them. Like for example, I just blew up that bomb and the windows are still intact. I mean, unless it has crazy armor, but that's just one thing I've noticed. I actually heard that from another gamer. He actually had mentioned that as well, that you can't really, so you know, if I shoot that glass, well actually it did break. I think I saw one ricochet too, so, but I mean, there's not too much that you can interact with. All the cover and whatnot you can interact with. You can basically take cover behind most of the stuff lying around, and if you press the circle button you can jump over. You will also run into civilians. Sometimes you will... Oh, I think it does it on its own. You'll kind of... those might be some bad guys. But you'll kind of glance them over and they'll need something. If you give them water or whatnot, or a soda, they'll repay you with... Well, the game will repay you with experience. So here's some guys here. Well, let's go ahead and take these guys on. Basically what you're going to do is you want to take cover. It shows all the bad guys in red. Right now I have the ACOG, so I can go into ACOG mode. Did a headshot there, kill that guy. Let's go ahead and go grab these gun parts. Basically for every mission you're going to probably encounter some kind of resistance. So what these are, you'll find a lot of these packs around the city that you're in. I believe it's New York. They mentioned Madison Square Garden, so you can just go into those packs there and take whatever they have to offer. You'll go ahead and enter that into your inventory. So let's go ahead and jump into the map again. We'll do a mission real quick. What I'm trying to do now, this is basically my base. It's the base of operations. There's 3 people that kind of help you run it. There's going to be a doctor, and then there's 2 other people that I don't actually know what they are yet until I get them, but I actually saved the doctor yesterday. Sorry if I'm talking over the game, but I actually got the doctor yesterday, so she's actually there at my base now, and she runs the medical aspect of the game. So I'm guessing if you're hurt or whatnot. Let me let these guys talk. I don't know if they talk every time I go into this map. It seems like it, but anyway, so there's a clinic. I probably shouldn't go over those things or else they're going to talk. So there's basically a clinic inside of the base. She, like I said, she's going to be taking care of that aspect. So I think when I get hurt or whatnot, I can go ahead and head over there. Maybe get healed. I'm not sure if it's more for me or, you know, for other people in the game. Let's go ahead and just do an encounter, or let's go ahead and do a side mission right now.
We got a supply drop that needs recovered. Together, we can tackle this. But I'm sure glad it's you out there, not me. Just remember that you're special, because most people just don't survive when confronted with such heavily armed hostiles in large numbers. Sending coordinates.
Alright, so there will be supply drops that, you know, get left in the city. A lot of these side missions, what you do is you're going over to the supply drop, and you're either marking it for the rest of the division to go pick up, or you're protecting it, because they'll have bad guys that are like going up to it and shooting it. They're basically trying to eliminate that supply drop. So we'll go ahead and see which action we have to take right now. So this helps you a lot. The little arrow with the little orange arrow basically tells you where to go whenever you have. Well, you should be to be taking on the mission. So level 3 to 5. I'm actually at level 5 right now, so I think that's what it's for. Because like in Destiny, you know, you really don't want to be taking on missions that are higher than your level, unless it's like maybe 2 or 3. Because I noticed when I play Destiny, I mean, it's pretty dumb to do that unless you're going in with other people, because your level definitely makes a difference. So yeah, I think this one's going to be protecting the supply drops. I think I actually tried this one earlier and I didn't complete it, so we'll see if I can do it this time.
Warning. Incoming
So yeah,
hostiles.
I'm defending it, so there'll be hostiles that come in, and I basically have to take them out before they damage any of these supply drops. All the supply drops have a little flare above them, so... Oh, okay, so it'll do a little highlighted shield, and that's basically the supply drop that you're... If I have grenades, I can go ahead and toss one of those. Those normally will come in handy. You want to try to aim for the head. I noticed that it does more damage, so... But you take a lot of damage as well. I mean, I'm guessing if they hit you in the head or whatnot. Alrighty, so those guys are down. So there's going to be a few waves that come in this one, and they're going to be trying to basically eliminate those supply drops.
Warning. Incoming hostiles.
And like I said, the little shield is basically highlighting the one that you need to protect. So they'll always, you know, the bad guys will always advance on those. And I don't think they see you until you actually make action. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw a grenade. I don't think that got him. So that right there, you see like a little cloud of smoke. He threw a grenade, and they can, they're basically little like smoke grenades that mess you up, incapacitate you. Oh, there's another guy. Alright, so my health is getting pretty low. Let me go ahead and use the health pack. And I mean, you notice like when I shoot, it's pretty off, but the recoil on these guns are pretty pretty ridiculous. I'm guessing unless you get a mod later on that kind of helps with that recoil. Either that or I just really suck at shooting, but I've noticed, you know, the recoil is pretty bad, so... Go ahead and get a grenade ready. We'll toss it over there. Hopefully I can do some damage this time. Alrighty, down. So you wanna, you wanna basically take as much cover as you can during these battles. So you'll see the guys that have the actual grenades, they'll have that little grenade symbol above them.
Warning. Incoming hostiles.
So yeah, I think they attack each one twice. So we'll go ahead and have to take care of these guys each time. Where is he? Where are they? Oh. So those guys with bats always kind of will try to go up to you right next to you, so. Reloading comes in, I mean, you use it a lot, so. I mean, it comes in handy because, you know, you'll be, obviously in every game, but this game more. Some games you have a little bit more time to reload. This one, I mean, you'll be shooting and all of a sudden you're out, and then you have to.
Oh, hey there, Agent. A lot of the guys were trying to bet me that you'd bite it on that one, but I wouldn't take any of them. Mostly because I don't have any cash to use for bets, but also partially because I believe in you. Nice job.
Alright, cool. So we completed that mission. As you can see, our friends come in and they take over. All the stuff that's left by these guys, you can see with the little markers like this. And then you'll basically go over it and you'll click take all. That'll go straight into your inventory. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and click the start button. You're going to go into the inventory and it'll show you all of your new, basically what you got from that battle. So off of that one I got a military scar, H. But as you can see, the damage is actually lower than what I have now, so I can probably sell that later. Or, I mean, if I'm... They basically have kind of perks. Even though the damage isn't as great, or actually no, the damage is better. Sorry, I'm not sure what the distance per second. So that's actually the distance that it can shoot. But as you can see, the damage is 468. So I apologize for that. So the damage is actually 468, and then the damage on the current gun that I have is 211. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch. The only difference, rounds per minute, 275. It doesn't shoot as fast as this one. And then you can see the other different, the other different stuff. What am I trying to say? I forgot the word. But anyways, all the different perks that it has, the accuracy is better, range is better. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch to this one. That'll be my #1 gun. Let's go ahead and mod it out with whatever I can. And it has 12 times, so it actually goes farther than the other one. Let's go ahead and put a hand stop on this one, basically telling me that it'll be removed off my other gun, which is fine. We'll confirm that. I don't really want to use a laser pointer. Like I said, those don't really come in handy all that well. So alright, so we got a new gun off of that. That's awesome. Oh, actually, let's check the other inventory items. You always want to check and make sure you don't have extra, better things like this. The recruit backpack, that actually gives me 27 armor. And then it'll give you attributes as well. So what I was saying before is basically, because one is better than the other as far as numbers, it might actually have different attributes. It kind of gave me that little tip during the game. So you basically kind of have to figure out what you want to equip and which way you want to go, what you want to go for, basically. You'll kind of understand more as you play the game. But for instance, let's say one of these backpacks offers better melee percentage, and then there's another backpack that is probably less in armor, but it offers a higher percentage in your shooting skill. You may want to take that one over the backpack with more armor, just because you shoot more than you melee in this game. I definitely do. But we'll go ahead and put the recruit backpack. That offers a little bit more armor. So quick release magazine. That's actually a new mod, so let's go ahead and see if I can put that mod on this gun. Yes, we can, so let's go ahead and put that mod on there. Quick release mag, nice. So I mean, I like the mod system. You know, you basically pick up these mods as you go throughout the map, and you can add them onto whichever guns you have. Basically, right now, what I have is the shotgun, which is good, but it sucks because it only has 2 bullets. So when I'm reloading, it takes a while, especially during battle. So, or actually, it may have 5. Sorry. And then I have my pistol. You'll double tap the triangle button to bring out the pistol. So abilities, as I was talking about earlier, you guys saw this one, the detonation device that I have. I can explode that. And I didn't even really use it in that last battle, but I also have another ability which I recently picked up now at level, I picked it up now on level 5. It's basically a little damage resistant shield, so you'll pull it out. The only downfall that this part has is you're only allowed to use your pistol. And I'm guessing when you actually, if any of you played Rainbow Six, if you actually are aiming with your pistol, that's going to leave you open, more vulnerable to getting hit by bullets. So this one's going to be kind of, I probably won't keep this one on too long because I think you can only have 2 currently on your quick tabs. So I have this one on my R1, and then I have, whoa, he just drops it. So I have that one on my R1 button, and then I have the other ability on the sorry, that one's L1 button, and then I have the other ability on the R1. So let's go ahead and jump on to another mission right now. Actually, we'll do another encounter. Well, our first encounter. So as you can see, you have a bunch of different missions that you could take on within the game. Also, if anybody's on checking me out, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also, check us out on YouTube at Kanor Connective, Kanor Connective. We usually stream almost every night, and we also put up all of our streams on YouTube. So got a lot of good stuff. Stop by and check it out, and subscribe if you guys have the chance. So let's go ahead and go take on this encounter. Also, if anybody's watching me, by no means am I a professional at this game. I've been playing for a couple days. Also, I have a son, so I don't really get to play as much as I want. So if we have any new people watching me, I know this game has a little bit more of an audience because it's more recent. I apologize if I suck.
Alert. Intercepting JTF radio traffic.
Alright, so the scope is pretty good, and I suck at shooting.
Tracking signal. Analysis complete. Uploading coordinates.
It moves pretty slow, which isn't good. Alright, cool. I got that last one in. I do have a grenade, so let's go ahead and toss that over there. As you can see, I got those 2 guys. And then if you guys heard a little while ago, the remote actually does use its audio capability, the speaker within the remote. And I personally love that. I love games that that take that into account and that actually make that available, because I think it sounds awesome. Most of the games I've played that has that function, it sounds really cool. And this guy that talks to you always lets you know what's going on. So I think that's it. So this encounter, let's see, it usually has, I guess this is just going to be stuff to grab. So normally the stuff will be inside here. You also work off of a money system, so you're going to want to try to collect as much loot as you can. That way you can, you know, upgrade weapons and whatnot. Okay, so I'm guessing this is our encounter right here. Have to talk to this guy. Alright, cool.
Twice about hitting the next JTF patrol they see.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
So you guys heard that? He was actually talking to the remote. Let's see which way they're coming from. Alright, they're going to be outside. I'll take cover back in here since I have a pretty decent scope. Also, you can change your stance whether you want to be right-handed or left-handed. Alright, nice. Oh, there's another one. It'll usually kind of give you a heads up whenever you're done killing everyone that you need to, so. The AI is alright. The AR as far as the enemies go.
Hostile forces approaching.
Alright, so there's more forces coming. So the only thing that they do, which they do in pretty much every game bad, is they'll take cover for a while and then they end up standing up, which is kind of like, you know, the norm in all of these shooting games. Nice. Is there one more? Yep. And I told you guys to take cover and I'm kind of just out here in the middle.
Target is secure. No more hostile.
You always want to go just run around after you're done, because you'll always find stuff laying on the ground that these guys leave behind. You'll definitely want to pick up all that stuff. Let's go ahead and check out this other weapon that I picked up. Normally after a fight you want to check your inventory. You'll always find something new. So I think this classic RPK is what I ended up getting. As you can see, the damage is a little bit lower on that. But let's go ahead and use that as my second weapon, since, or actually, the reload speed is a little, let's go ahead and use my, so that's 210, 211, military, that's a light. Let's go ahead and use this as my second weapon. Since I don't really use the shotgun, so I'll basically be able to switch off. Let's see what else I got. An angled grip. So I can basically use that as a grip. We'll go ahead and mod. Do I have a grip already on this main weapon? No, but I do have a hand stop. So let's go ahead and see if I can put it on this weapon. And also an optic. So we'll use my ACOG. And we'll go ahead and put the underbarrel on there. So the angled grip is for stability. There you go, that's what I was talking about as far as stability. I'm guessing especially this gun is going to be pretty crazy, so let's go ahead and use that for, we'll definitely use stability on that weapon. What else did we get? I think that was it. Cool, so we'll go ahead and continue. So I can basically change over, my weapon.